Hello my darlings and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, this is so weird because it feels like I haven't done a YouTube video in probably over 2 months, is it? I don't even know, but I started getting messages from people saying that they missed me on YouTube, and it actually made me want to cry because I was like, nah, no one's gonna notice. But basically guys, I've just been so overwhelmingly busy. I'm planning my wedding. There's been a lot going on. I might do a get ready with me with updates so I can fill you in with what I've been up to. But today I thought I'd come back with a bang. Foundation Friday. Now, I love a good Foundation Friday because it gives me the opportunity to show you some foundations, new, old, whatever, the time really doesn't matter, and discuss whether I think it's good or bad. So if you're new to my page, make sure you hit that subscribe button because even though I just said that I haven't been making videos for like 2 months, I'm back, okay? I'm back, everyone. So for today's Foundation Friday, I'm gonna be using a brand that I'm super excited about, and that is Glossier. I'm gonna be looking at their Perfecting Skin Tint. Now, I've done so many different foundations on Foundation Friday, from full coverage, new, whatever, you name it, I've done it. But the one thing that I probably haven't really looked at is something really lightweight and really natural. It comes in this squeezy, kind of tubey bottle situation. It is 30 mils, so it's the average kind of foundation, even though it does look a lot smaller because of the packaging, but it has 30 mil in, which is the average kind of milligrams you'd get for a foundation. I got the shade G5. I think this is going to be the right shade, and I did find it kind of relatively easy, to be honest, to find my shade in this. It looks a lot like MAC Face and Body, so maybe it's going to be similar to that. I'm not sure, but so many people rant and rave about Glossier, and I am going to be using some of their other products in this as well. Their concealer and their newest product, the Future Dew. So yeah, super excited to try this brand. I've used 3 of their products, I think. I've used the .com Balm Lip Balm, and it is just insane. I've used the Cloud Paint, which I've used on cheeks, eyes, and lips. And I've used their Boy Brow, which I've actually got, their Boy Brow and Brow Flick, which I've actually got in my brows now, which I'm really digging. Yeah, it's making my brows look really full. And naturally, my brows are like super thin. So far so good. So let's get into this foundation, shall we? So I started off by using some primer, and I used the Smashbox Oil Control one because I didn't know whether this foundation was going to be dewy or not. Then I shook the bottle because it actually says shake well before you use, and I actually tried it and water came out. So I shook it really, really hard and it came out like this, babes. I feel like it was such an easy color match because it's kind of translucent. So really, I could have gone a little bit darker or I could have gone a bit lighter. But I was happy with this color match. And yeah, I was kind of surprised that it felt like nothing. Like as I was blending it in, it just looked like it was just coming away from my skin. But then it was making my skin look better and it was covering blemishes. So I was getting a lot more coverage. And I did say it kind of looked like Face and Body before, but the formulas are really different. And yeah, this one's a lot more coverage. So with the concealer, now, when I first put it on, I felt like I was going to get some really good coverage from it. As I started blending it in, I didn't think that much. It's really sheer, and I think it's great maybe if you're going for like a proper natural look. But with concealer, I feel like I use it to cover up certain things. I use it to cover blemishes, dark circles. So I kind of need it to be a bit thicker than this. Yeah, I wouldn't opt to use this concealer in any occasion. And then I just set it with some translucent powder. I was using my Fenty Beauty setting powder. And voila, it worked a treat. I think the great thing about this foundation is that it's breathable. And I think that really, really shows because I put it on and it literally like evaporated into my skin, but then made my skin look amazing. So I'd definitely be using this foundation again. And I really liked the way it went on. I didn't even have to use a beauty blender. I just used a brush and it gave me really, really great results. Okay, so I've just done the base and I'm going to wait to put the Future Dew on till last because it says after you've done all your makeup on, put it on last for that glowy finishing look. So I'm going to wait till I've done my eyes and everything. But first thoughts, okay, so all I've done is literally put on the concealer, the foundation, and then some translucent powder. Now with the concealer, I do find it quite natural. Obviously you have to bear in mind that I've got lights on me and I've got some translucent powder on, so it's going to look a lot probably smoother and like more coverage in the camera. I did find the concealer quite light actually, like too light for me. Like the foundation was light, and we're going to get onto that, but with concealer there's some things that I just won't sacrifice with concealer. Like concealer has to cover things. So if I've got scars, if I've got dark circles under my eyes, I want the concealer to be able to cover it, and I feel like that one is just a bit like a semi concealer situation. Like if I didn't have dark circles or something that I needed to actually conceal, then that would be a great option for under the eye. But I feel like if you really want some full coverage, or you want your concealer to do its job, especially considering that the foundation is lightweight, the concealer is not my favorite, but it is Foundation Friday. So first impressions of the foundation, it's like my skin, but better skin. Does that make sense? Like I can breathe, like it's just so lightweight. It feels like I've got no makeup on, but it looks as though I've got like really beautiful coverage. I feel like throughout the day, this is the type of foundation that it just blends into the skin, and it would just look better and better, like as my natural warmth comes and like gives it a little shine, and I add some bronzer and things like that. I genuinely feel like this foundation is going to be like a really good day-to-day foundation. The application was super easy. I mean, you have to shake it, otherwise it comes out quite watery. You put it on your skin, and it's buildable, which is what I like. So it is still light. Like I would still say that this is a light coverage, but I liked that it was buildable. So when I first put it on, I thought it was really sheer, and I was like, a bit too sheer for me. But then as I put on two layers, I think this is like 3 layers, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm now going to finish the rest of my makeup because I need to do my eyes and stuff. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about the foundation. As you can see, I've obviously got a full-on beat on right now, but I felt like this foundation gave me almost the confidence to do like a full-on eye, because it's just so freaking natural. I absolutely love it. Like, and for me to say that, I'm a big fan of full coverage foundation. So for me to say I'm a fan of this is truly something. Like, it must be great. I love that it's light coverage, but it doesn't sit in my lines. It doesn't sit in my laugh lines. It just doesn't sit anywhere. It doesn't accentuate things. Like, it doesn't make my pores look bigger, which a lot of like lightweight foundations do. I'm really impressed. So the last thing I need to try on is the Future Dew. So I'm just gonna pop it. Ooh, it's the first time I'm using it. So, ooh, wow. Okay, so that comes out like pinkish almost. Kind of sticky-ish. I'm just kind of scared to put it on, to be honest, but okay. This is to put it on top of the makeup after it's done. It goes in quite nicely. I'm just going to put on one side for now because I want to compare the difference. Do you know what? I'm not mad at it. It's not like, it's kind of thick in the sense that it feels like a kind of thicky cream, but when you put it on, it's not like sticky, if that makes sense. I'm getting like real dewy vibes. And that's Future Dew for you. I would love to use this like before. I felt like I should have just used it before, but I did because I'm doing a foundation review. I wanted to do it exactly how they recommend, but whoa, my skin is looking glorious. You know, my fiance came in here today. He was like, I really love your makeup. And he hates like full-on cakey makeup. So that tells me a lot. It tells me that it still looks like me. It still looks like my skin. It's just, like I said, a better version of me. So it's £20, the foundation. I mean, I definitely paid £20 for this. I'm just trying to think of like a flaw. And I just don't know what it is. I mean, I don't have any severe pigmentation or scarring or anything like that. So I don't know if it would cover those kind of things because it's not a full coverage foundation, but this foundation for daily use just seems perfect to me. And if you're like me, and sometimes when you go for a full-on eye, you want to have natural skin, this is the perfect thing for you. The concealer, I'm not the biggest fan of, as I said. I think it's super natural. I did put like a lot of powder and setting stuff under my eyes because the concealer wasn't thick enough. So don't be deceived by what you're seeing right now. And the Future Dew, I mean, now that I've kind of let it sink into my skin, it's just, do you know what's crazy about this product is I've never actually used anything like it before. So this is what we're dealing with, guys. Yeah, I definitely think I'll be wearing this foundation again. I think I'll try this out in like day-to-day things, events and stuff like that. I think it would be a great foundation. So all in all, it's a thumbs up from me. Yay, Glossier. Honestly, I'm loving Glossier products. I think I just need to do like a whole winter product review, like my favorite winter products. Because if you're with me, give me a thumbs up or comment below that you want me to do a winter favorites video, because I so will, because there's so many products I've discovered in the winter now that my skin's starting to get a bit drier and like how I'm wanting my skin to look, blushes, different colors, sparkly eyeliner, do you know what I mean? So let's get to it. Let me know if you want that in the comments below. Really hope you enjoyed this video. I loved creating it, and I'm sorry I let you go for so long, but I'm back with a bang. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me from now on. See you later. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.